Hey guys, welcome back to Clef-er Musicians. It's Getty. I apologize for not posting yesterday. I had flights and such getting here to Florida, so it's kind of hard to take a video. But this is the special spring break edition of Clef-er Musicians for me. Right now I'm in a state park in Gainesville, Florida. It's really nice outside. I'm wearing shorts, a t-shirt, and I'm sorry about you guys back in Illinois with snow. But to answer your question, Eric, the thing I'm looking most forward to as a music educator is definitely going to be up on the podium conducting the band. Because then, not because to, how do I say this? Because I know in your video you said that your like musical ideas clashed with your conductor. For me, it wasn't always that case, but being up on the podium, I now have like free reign of saying what I feel like my ideas of music are. And so then I kind of get a chance to put my own like 2 cents in the music, and that will be really cool. um, Another thing I'm kind of looking forward to is actually working with the kids, um, because I really like volunteering and giving lessons and such, and so being able to do that as a full-time job and really get to work like one-on-one with the students and hopefully make them love music just as much as I do, that is awesome. I can't wait for that to happen. Um, but I guess one thing I could say I'm not looking forward to as a music educator is the management of it. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with like angry parents and budgeting for trips and instruments and repairs. I know I have to. It's like there's no way around it. Um, it's just a tasking job, and from my own high school conductor, I know that it can really wear you down, because it takes you away from your family. It takes you away from your own free time, whether or not you're reading books or enjoying nature or practicing. You lose a lot of that time to be able to do things for yourself. Um, so those are some things like I'm looking forward to and not looking forward to, but I'm really excited to go out there in the job field and do that, even now as a freshman. Um, but my question for this week is, how do you feel when you meet an idol of yourself, of a musician, and they turn out to be super fantastic, or they turn out to be mean and jerky? Because for me, this past week, the NASA conference, I had those two experiences. I got to meet Jeff Coffin, who plays saxophone for the Dave Matthews Band, and I love both of them. And when I was meeting Jeff, I was kind of worried that he might be kind of gruff. He might not. I don't know. I was just kind of worried. And I met him, and he was one of the nicest people I could ever meet. And the same goes with Otis Murphy. His album Song, when I first heard it, I immediately fell in love with it, and I got to meet him and his family, his wife and his kids, and he turned out to be like the sweetest person I've ever met on this planet. Just humble, very genuine, loves music, is in it to like express and make other people feel like he's the epitome of a musician, and I think it's great. Um, and I met some people, and I will not name names, but if you ask me in person, I'll definitely tell you. I just don't want to say it on the internet. I met a quartet this past week, and they're super good. I mean, they're fantastic musicians, but they turned out to be real jerks. They totally just had complete disregard for like myself and the person working with me, just because we weren't them. And everyone had like 20-minute time slots to play, and they took 40, and a lot of people just got upset, and it was just it was ridiculous. But it was super fantastic to meet them. Just it was too bad that they turned out not to be too nice of guys. And there's another group who is kind of like a saxophone barbershop septet, who they go out on stage and they're doing all this jolly kind of stuff, and they sound great, And you would think because of that they'd be like really super nice in person. And when I met a few of them earlier that day, they um, they were a real jerk to myself and my friend, and they really gave her a hard time. And that really just annoyed the hell out of me. Um, Sorry about that. But yeah, so my question is, how do you guys react to that kind of stuff? And do you still respect them as people and musicians, or do you lose respect? Because for me, I gained a lot of respect for Jeff Coffin, um, in both as a person and a musician, and for the quartet and the like the barbershop saxophone set. I lost respect for them as people. As musicians, not so much because it's not like they didn't play well. They still played fantastic. It's just now I just don't really want to hear their music. Or I mean, it's good, but knowing who they are behind the horn, it's kind of hard to appreciate their music on the same level for me because it's kind of like fake when they give their emotions. So that's my question for this week. I hope all of you guys are having a great spring break wherever you are, and I'll see you when I get back.